Okay, wow. That's an epic eternal window there because I've got the screen open that is showing that I'm sharing my screen. Anyway, so let's see how I can actually make sure this is working like I need it to work. Let's go back to this tab, seeing the mouse move around. Yeah, I think you're seeing what you need to see. So unfortunately, I won't be able to participate with you and see the viewers that are on because I'm going to go to other tabs. But what this is funky. I gotta switch this. What I'm going to do here is I want to take you through a quick tour of the things that I did today, or really take myself through this. And the reason is I want to show that each of these things was important. These were things that needed to, at some point, be taken care of, but not necessarily today. These weren't prioritized. I wasn't focused. And so other days I'm going to choose the top, 1 or 2 goals for the day and make sure that my tasks center around that with maybe 20 or 30 minutes set aside for miniature tasks. So first of all, I brought this up because I spent some time going through a couple additional videos on the Private Label Classroom, which is the platform for training me how to sell on Amazon. So continuing training is something that needed to happen. I also spent time in my Swift Filings account trying to get a better understanding of my the documents surrounding the formation of the legal entity of my business, and signing some of these documents they've delivered to me, e-signing them using HelloSign, so that I could then submit those to the state, the ones that Swift Filings actually needed me to do myself. Another thing I did is I purchased a URL that has the same title as the daily chat that I'm doing, InspireMe Almost Daily, and set up all the alias emails that I want to go with that URL so that I don't have to actually buy G Suite apps yet. It's super cheap, super worth it in my opinion, but it's not a necessity. Since I do have Gmail and the free apps. I just need it to look like I have, the branded email address and things like that. So I will get to paying that as soon as it is crucial for me. And then here, I brought this up because I spent some time earlier today. I spent my lunch hour actually trying to invite a bunch of people to my page and get enough likes, get 25 likes, so that I could get my vanity URL for Facebook, which now it's called Inspire Me Almost Daily instead of this super long numerical URL at the end. Here, somebody suggested on the chat yesterday that I actually adopt and start using Camtasia to do live streaming with Facebook. And so I took that suggestion and started to research it. And once again, it was another project that is nice, but it's not essential immediately. And so another sidetrack. Here, when I opened up Pixlr to do some image editing, I realized that I need to have kind of my go-to place of choice for graphics, fonts, and free or cheap stock photography. So each of these is a project that I kind of got going on and then got involved in other things. So this is why I'm sharing this, so that so that you and I in our business ventures or in whatever we're doing, that we can always be aware that it's crucial that we have a clear definition of what we're trying to do, so that we don't go through this experience of getting started in one thing, having that lead to another that we don't fully finish. I found this great resource called the Hungry JPEG that gave additional free graphics and fonts. I got consumed also with editing a little, bit of a different version of that fit better on the Facebook profile. So as you can see, these are all like helpful things, but when really my priority at this point should be finish up the legal documents, get the software architecture. What I was actually going to do today, that was my target, and I got super sidetracked. So these are all helpful things, just not things that were essential. So then I researched this resource last night. I stayed up really late making a video for the cover page for my Facebook page. And, you know, after I did a ton of editing on it and made it look awesome, Facebook rejected it because it had clips from October Sky in it, which is here. And so it rejected the video because it belonged to somebody else. Set up some additional things around my URLs. Then I researched how to make these videos higher quality for you guys and for me, so that you know, they're more pleasant to listen to and to look at. So I was researching a green screen to buy. You already saw HelloSign and Swift filings and what I did with those. And then here I was learning about the resources, or the, you know, like I said earlier, this is the only thing that I did that I'm actually proud of that I accomplished on my list today. I learned about and studied the software architecture that this guy whose training I'm going through, the Amazing Seller, the software architecture that he uses to support his workflow in his day-to-day business activities. And then, you know, again, more work on the page. I was trying to get a better idea of how the analytics work. I ran a paid promotion today to try and quickly get me to 25 likes, which helped. And then lastly, I've got this nice tool. If you don't use Trello, I highly recommend it. And, you know, I jumped around and I did a few things today. I did buying a web around. I got all my social media accounts, signed and submitted my S-Corp papers. So that was urgent. So I'm glad I did that today. Did some research on Spark business accounts. So anyway, I was happy about some of the things I did, but really, ultimately, the point I'm trying to make is that I just got, oh wow, holy cow, we're going to jump out of that again. I just got, you know, I wasn't focused. So today's session is going to be short because I don't have the content to share that I had hoped to share about software architecture. But really what I want to emphasize is that all of these things were helpful. All of them were important, but they weren't all urgent. They were important at different levels of importance, and you know, they'll be more important at different times. But today, setting up my software architecture and finishing my legal documents were my two goals, and I did portions of each, but I got very sidetracked. So, coming back to the theme of my chat today, and I unfortunately can't see the viewers or the comments, which I'm sure there aren't any yet. But the theme of my chat today was vaccinating against weaknesses in my business. So in order to vaccinate, I need to, you know, in order to basically today I had this experience with, I was infected, so to speak, with this idea that I was doing important things at different levels of importance, but they weren't focused. And that is going to kill my productivity and kill my progress if I don't stop that right now, right at the beginning. So I'm going to go ahead now and jump onto this live stream from my phone to see if this lets me do this at the same time so that I can participate with you guys, even though from the screen share I can't really participate, because anytime I jump back to that tab, it shows me the eternal window, which I'll show you again here. So you know, oh, it looks like we do have a viewer, and that's, wow, that's really overwhelming. Hey, Mark's on. That's awesome, and Mark liked it. So I'm going to see now if I can jump over into the live stream, and it doesn't look like it lets me from, it might, but I don't see any way to do that here. So I'm going to tell you what my goals are for tomorrow, so that in my short chat tomorrow night, I can report back. In the next 24 hours, I'm going to finish completely all of my legal paperwork, and I'm going to set up my software architecture. The tools that I need to use, you know, either now or in the next 6 months, and I'm going to prioritize which tools are crucial to have right now, which ones are worth paying for. I consider accounting one of those tools. There's a great accounting app called Wave. I'm not going to touch it with a 10-foot pole because QuickBooks has all the integrations that I'm going to need long term, and I don't want to go through the mental hassle of switching from Wave to QuickBooks. So the idea in this software architecture that I'm going to put together is I'm going to specifically identify the timeline for when I need these tools and the triggers at, you know, the benchmarks that I will have to determine when I need to adopt each tool, so that I'm not spending money uselessly. So Mark, if you, I think I saw a message from you today that said that you are, you know what, while I'm asking you this question, I'm going to keep trying to get on my phone so that I can participate with you. But I saw a message that you also, oh, hey, it's going to let me, are working on a business. So if you have anything you want to share about how, you know, what you're working on currently, or, you know, topics that you feel would be interesting for us to have as a discussion, just, you know, throw something in the comments. Tell us what you're doing for your business. And, you know, maybe what was challenging or what was successful for you today. I'm going to go ahead and try and get into this live stream here on my phone so that I can see you guys. Whoa, feedback loop. Okay, I should turn that off. All right, so Facebook Live is not built to do a screen share and viewing the person in the same live stream. So with that, then I'm going to go ahead and close, because I really can't participate with Mark since I've got a feedback loop when I have it on 2 devices. So see you guys tomorrow. Once again, the things I commit to for tomorrow are finishing all my legal documents, and I will talk to you a little bit about that, and then setting up my software architecture, the timeline by which I can, you know that okay, I might need this tool in the future, but I don't need it now. And with that, I will show you what I've already purchased, what I've already prioritized, what I've already spent money on that I consider essential to getting started. So thanks for coming. That was episode 2. Once again, I'm just trying to be as transparent as possible for these things to be powerful and effective, so that they can help inspire all of us almost daily. Thanks. We'll see you tomorrow for episode 3.